My name is Ravi Shankar, working as junior lecturer in construction technology vocational course, Government Junior College, Avanigadda. Today we talk about the chapter 5, construction planning. This is a very important topic for construction management. Planning is the just what to do and how to do. Scheduling is the when to do. This is the difference between the planning and scheduling. Planning is the what to do. This is the difference what to do and how to do. Now scheduling is the when to do. This is the just difference between the planning and scheduling. Scheduling is the time bound. This is the each activity start at a time and ending time. Activities, network excavation is any topic, any activity starting and ending time is to be denoted in the scheduling. It is the time bound. Just we have to talk about the various specifications. Every work we have to specify with certain set specifications. First of all, we talk about the different specifications in the topic. Construction plans specifications. This is very important for any work. This is the specifications. These specifications can be broadly divided into general specifications. We have to know about the general specifications. Next, we have the detailed specifications. This is detailed specifications. Generally, this is described to limit the construction work to take up in general. To take up the specifications are general. In case of detailed specifications, we have to take the every units and measurements are all taken to indicate the finishes and other related items of the each item of work. Each item, we have to take about the detailed specifications for the entire work. Depending upon the use, depending upon use, we have used the standard specifications given by the ISI Indian Standard Institutes. Plus, generally, we have to Bureau of Indian Standards. In ISI Indian Standard Institutes, just it will be Bureau of Indian Standards. Bureau of Indian Standards. Next, other specific outline specifications. You have to give the work. You have to outline specifications depending upon the use. Indian Standard specific ISI specifications, and we use the outline specifications. Outline specifications. Next, this is the guide specifications. Outline specifications. This gives the guide. It acts as a guideline specification. Like in the project specifications, for every project we have to follow some specifications. Is in the project specifications. Project specification. Then another manufacturer specifications. Some units of manufacturers, they give their own specifications. These are called manufacturer specifications. This is the general outline of the various specifications we have to use in the any construction units. General specifications is the only give the general idea. The detailed specifications gives the regarding to the quality of the materials, finishes and related items in each item of work. Standard specifications we have to follow the Indian Standard Institutes, Bureau of Indian Standard give the some specifications for entire projects and works. First, we have to talk about the planning. Planning can be divided into two stages. What is the pre-tender stage and post-tender stage? Planning can be divided into planning leads to planning is the starting point of the management functions. Planning is the starting point. This is the starting point of management function. Management function. Planning leads to organizing and staffing, followed by planning leads to organizing and staffing. These followed by organizing and staffing. These followed by controlling, coordinating, Graphic schedule is known as the program. Graphic schedule gives the program. Graphical schedule gives program. Next, we have to divide the planning into stages of planning. This is the various stages of planning. Stages of planning. Stages of planning. This is the pre-tender stage. Pre-tender stage and contract stage This is also called as a post-tender stage. This stage is also called a post-tender stage. In the pre-tender stage, planning to carry out the contract. Planning. First, you have to pre-tender stage. This is the first part of the pre-tender report prepared by the tender, examining the drawings, site investigation, and construction resources. We have to detail about the pre-tender stage, inquiry about that pre-tender stage. Went to the site and study about the construction resources like men, material, machinery, then material, machinery, and management is for the person doing that topic. Estimating the different items of the work required. Prepare the construction schedule in the pre-tender stage. There is no specifications or measurements are not to be taken in the pre-tender stage. After contracting stage, this is the post-tender stage. Contracting stage is this is the post-tender stage. Acceptance of tender. Acceptance of tender. The contractor planning, organizing various activities of the construction works so that may be completed within the scheduled time. Calculating the various activities, construction material, the cement, like aggregates, it may be fine or coarse aggregate, like materials. Determine the requirements of plant and machinery, various stages of the work. The program provides information in date and time, and starting and completing, These are all in the contract stage. This is called the post-tender stage. Next, we have to talk about the scheduling. Schedule is the main important for any project. It starts the how much the date, time, date of completion of work, materials, short materials, shortage, or any topic you have to know about the scheduling. Scheduling is the process of fitting the time. Scheduling is the process of fitting time. of fitting time. Construction schedule is the tool. It is the tool for the contractor. Construction scheduling is the tool for the contractor. Tool for the contractor. Next, we have to talk about the various schedules we have to prepare. Schedules are to be prepared. What are the need of the scheduling prepare? For each activity, time and time of starting, the various activities like earthwork excavation, starting point earthwork excavation, so the CC concrete, bed concrete, or any other topic, we have to various activities arranged in a systematic manner. Scheduling is the various activities arranged in the systematic manner. We have to do the work in the prescribed date and time of the work. First, we have to material schedule. Prepare the material schedule. Material schedule, we have to preparation of the material schedule. Material schedule may be prepared either month wise or weekly wise. Weekly wise or monthly wise. Weekly wise or monthly wise. We have to prepare the schedule for materials. What type of the materials you have used? Tada, you have to prepare a schedule for material. Name of the work. Name of the work. Tada vachesi prepared by. Avaru tayar chestaro valli prepared by. Prepared by. Tada vachesi date. Tada materials. Materials required. Materials. Cement. Tada vachesi bricks, etc. We have to give the units in the material units. In cement bags, number of bags, numbers. Like that, we have to give a schedule prepared for weekly wise or monthly wise. We have to bags, remaining bags 100, bricks is 5,000. Like that, we have to prepare the material schedule. Next, we have to prepare the labor schedule. Labor schedule is the labor schedule. Labor schedule, like that, I have to name of the date, name of the work. Prepared by any other person, prepared by, like a site engineer, I have to prepare that topic. Tata just say how many foremen are required, carpentryman, welders, welders, masons, bar benders. Like we have to give the weekly, prepared by weekly, given by the numbers, 2 numbers, 5 numbers. Like that, we have to prepare this labor schedule. We have to prepare the labor schedule, material schedule, and finance schedule also we have to prepare. Next, equipment schedule. Labor schedule and material schedule is over. I have to prepare the equipment schedule. Name of the work, equipment schedule. Name of the work. The work prepared by a date. Equipment schedule is called the concrete mixer. Like that, vibrators. Next, this is the gives in the 1, 2, 3, 4, like weekly or monthly. We have to use the concrete mixers, vibrators. Vibrators may be pin vibrator or flat vibrators, pin vibrator and flat vibrator. Next, we have to Finance is the main important for any project. Is the main topic is the money. Money makes many things like that. We have to talk. We invest owner, like the we have to construction team. Construction team. Discuss about last class. Construction team is the owner. Engineer. Owner, engineer, builder. Main another person is the introduced into site engineer is very important for any work. Site engineer is very important for any work. Scheduling is done by bar charts also. Scheduling is done by the bar charts also. Scheduling is scheduling wala generally what are the uses of scheduling? We have to complete the work. You have to complete the work in a stipulated time is a target time. We have to use in a economical use the scheduling used to economically work. Each activity progress have to know. Each activity is of progress to be known. Construction work is efficient and maximum economy. We have to do with the scheduling. Scheduling is a main important about in the construction management. Construction management scheduling is main important event. Scheduling is scheduling by bar charts. It is not give the quality and progress of the work. We have to show about in the form of graph. Scheduling by bar charts. What are the various activities in a construction project? We have to earthwork excavation, like that earthwork excavation, CC bed, CC, like that brickwork, masonry, brickwork in masonry, like construction, building construction, roof slabs, door panels, like that is are all the various activities included in the construction project. Door panels, brickwork in masonry, RCC roof slab, flooring. That is the building in the case of building construction. Procurement of the labor, material and equipment. Procurement of the labor. Any construction project, we have to require labor, material, and machinery, and equipment or machinery. Labor, machinery, and machinery. In labor schedule, we have to know about the is excess or reduced topic. We have to know materials. In the case of material schedule, we have to progress of the work. Is there any insufficient of the material, the work may be dated coming to late. You have to, is there any machinery is in good condition? We have to check that in the project work. You have to see about the machinery is in working condition or not. We have to start the project. Is material is sufficient or not? We have to see in the starting of the every project. The contract stage involves the contract stage or post tender stage involves the good communication system between the members of the construction team. First we have to, in the post tender stage or contract stage, first point is establishing good communication with the good communication between the members. Between the members, it may be owner, builder or labor. Determining the phase requirement of the plant and machinery. Scheduling is also done by the bar charts. Scheduling is also done by the bar charts. Construction work resources. construction resources ke we have to use the bar charts. Scheduling by bar charts. Scheduling by bar charts. These bar charts are very useful for the construction resources. The construction resources. Construction resources. I want to note about the bar charts. Bar charts are very useful. For construction resources. Construction resources. Construction resources are, we have to know, last class we have talked about the 5M, we have to man, material, machinery, manpower, and machinery and manpower and management. Henry scheduling bar chart is simple and easily understanding the actual progress of the work. Scheduling is the scheduling with the use of bar chart. You have to easily understanding the actual progress of the work. In case of scheduling, we have to use bar charts. We have to easily understand the resources of progress of the easily understand the progress of work. Easily understand the progress of work. Understand the progress of work. The main defect of the bar charts is to know the quality of the work. Next, we have to prepare the job layout. For any construction, we have to first a drawing is made by job layout. This gives the entire detailed information about the entire project with the layout. This is the layout. Construction projects consist of large number of activities. A site drawing of the proposed construction like showing the location of entry, exit, and material stores all are shown in the one diagram. All are etc. All are shown with the drawing. This is called the job layout. This is just about the construction planning. We have to discuss the various points in the construction planning. We have to just give information about briefly about how we have to study in the construction planning. First, summary, like that summary. In case of first, we have to study about the summary, like that. First, job planning. Job planning is a department or contract. Job planning. In job planning, we have to divide the various job planning. We have to divide the various activities of the project. Project can be divided into various activities. Execution of the work, it may be department or contract. Execution may be execution may be department or contractor. Next, planning of resources. Planning of the resources. Planning of the resources are construction resources. Planning. Construction resources. Planning of construction resources. Construction resources. This is come under the job planning. In the case of technical planning, construction work is by verified by the engineers. Construction work are viewed by engineers. This is the technical planning. We have to first start the layout of the various works, designs, specifications, design layout, designs, specifications, and various detailed estimates and execution are prepared. Technical planning, detailed specifications are to be prepared, or all are prepared in the technical planning. In the job planning, we have to only how to do the work by execution. It may be department or contractor. Planning of construction resources, like man, material, machinery, like that. We have construction resources, man, material. How to use man, material, machinery. How to use that. In the case of technical planning, construction work are reviewed by the engineer, and layout, designs and specifications, all estimates are prepared. Estimates preparation or execution are finalized. Execution are finalized in the technical planning. In the case of pre-tender stage, like brief, in the case of pre-tender stage. In the pre-tender stage, we have to a bid submit before the tender notice. The bid can be prepared and submit to the. In the pre-tender stage, we have to the drawings, observation, time, work conditions, work quantities, labor, equipment. These are all studied in the pre-tender stage. In the pre-tender stage, we have to before tender, we have to observe the all specifications, like that, specifications, estimates, plans, all are observed in the pre-tender stage. In the post-tender stage, contract stage, this is a brief summary about the construction planning. This is a contract stage. Study the various economical methods and subcontracts. Study about various techniques, various advanced techniques and machinery, advanced machinery. We have to use under economic the project. And then different activities, in various activities, we have to know the quantities of various activities. We have to know about about the quantity of material, labor, equipment. We have to know about the quantity of material, labor, all are to be. And another, depending upon the various activities, different items of depending on depending on various activities. Depending on various activities. Lastly, we have to prepare the work program. Lastly, you have to prepare the work program. Next, you have to prepare the schedule. This is the contract stage. Next, you have to prepare the schedule. In the schedule, what are the order of sequence? Schedule prepared by in the order of sequence. Prepared in the order of sequence. In the order of sequence. Which activity start and which activity in middle, which activity is in ending. We have to know the in the scheduling. Scheduling prepared in the order of sequence of various activities. Various activities. Next, what are the objectives of scheduling? What are the objectives of scheduling? This is the brief summary of about construction planning. What are the uses? What are the objectives? What are the objectives schedules? Scheduling objectives. Scheduling objectives. Objectives of scheduling. We have to, in every stage, we have to know the progress of work. In every stage to know the progress of work. The progress of work. Which work or pending of work are to be known? Pending of work are to be known. Next, any work starting time and to be known. The starting of the activity or work to be known. Next, what quantity of the work to be known? Quantity of work are also quantity of work also to be known. These are the various objectives in the scheduling. What are the uses of scheduling? What are the various uses of scheduling? We have to observe various methods and planning stages in the economical way. What are the uses of the scheduling? Uses of scheduling. Uses of scheduling. We have to observe the different methods and techniques. We observe different methods and techniques. Different methods and techniques apply in economical apply. Next, each activity starting time. You have to know each activity starting time. So these are users and objectives are the one of the same for the scheduling. Like that, each activity starting time. How to activity starting time and ending time. How to know. Next, each activity actual progress to be monitored. Progress of each activity progress to be progress is to monitor. Next, construction work is efficient and maximum to complete the work with in efficient manner in efficient manner. Next, program of work. The program of work. This is the program of work. This is the various program of work. This is about the construction planning. Okay. This is about the various specifications we have to use in the construction of any project. Specifications are generally we have to two types of general specifications and detailed specifications. We have to construct any work, we have to take in general, these specifications are called general specifications. Detailed specifications, you have to know about the quantity, various materials, activities, all are in the detailed specifications regarding to the quality of materials, finishes and other related items in the respect of each item of work. Depending upon the use, we have to divide these specifications into four types. One is the standard specifications. We have to observe in the Indian Standard Institute ISI at present. We have no Bureau of Indian Standards BIS. Based on this BIS specifications. And then outline specifications. Basic information which accomplished preliminary drawings. We have to take the outline specifications. Next, project specifications, detailed specifications worked out for particular project. We have to take out that specification. Another is the manufacturer specifications are prepared by the manufacturer, any item or any equipment. There's one manufacturer equipment. These are the general specifications given by the in the construction project. We have to know first general is out there, take in general. Detailed is you take every point into the consideration, detailed specifications, quality of materials, finishes and other related items of the item. Standard specifications, generally we have to follow these standard specifications. ISI or Indian Standard Institute at present, these are the Bureau of Indian Standards, your specifications are to be followed. Outline specifications, we have to take accomplish preliminary drawings, we have to take a general specific outline. This is the project specifications. Particularly concerned that project, we have to take that project specifications. In the case of manufacturer units, they follow the standards. Their own standards prepared by the manufacturer. We have to these are all come under the specifications in the any construction project. Construction plan gives the graphical representation of works. Construction plan gives the graphical representation of the works. Yet they not give certain details like quality of materials and finishes. These are indicated by the laid down detailed specification. We have to follow this detailed specifications in the present works. Storing and stacking materials at site. Large quantities of materials are to be stored in the construction site. Large quantity of materials storing in the construction site. In the materials should be stored in the manner such that not affected by the impurities, all or vegetable matter are not to be into the storage materials. The precautions are to be taken. You have to store in the timber in the godowns, not affected by the rains or atmosphere or moisture. They take care about this materials. Such as these materials affected by the moisture, such as cement and lime, must be stored in the covered in the sheds. Which affected by the sun or poor ventilation must be stocked in a well ventilated as per the given specifications. We have to store these materials. The aggregates must be stocked. Do not mix it with the impurities like wind or other etc. Inflammable materials or combustible materials you have to store in the careful, specifically protected from fire hazard. Smoking should be prohibited in the areas. These are instructions to be followed for the storing of the materials. Just you have to storing and stacking of the materials. Storing and stacking of the materials. Storing and stacking. Storing and stacking of materials. Precautions to be taken. Precautions to be taken. Precautions to be taken. Materials should be such a manner that impurities or atmospheric agencies like sun, wind, moisture, atmospheric agencies, atmospheric agencies like wind, sun, or snow or rain. These are all not affected by the for the materials, or are not affected by the materials. Cement and lime are to be stored in a store. With the moisture is not come into this store. Take timber. These are all stored in the sealed room. Like that, inflammable materials, inflammable materials stocked separately from combustible materials and the area especially protected from fire hazard. Smoking should be prohibited in the areas. Like explosives, like is there any explosives? Explosives like stone is to be blasting, we have to use the explosive materials. Like that, we have to safe place, store in the explosive materials. Explosive materials is to be stored in the safe place, in the safe place from the combustible materials. And the common building materials are kept stocks sizes below. Next, storing and stacking. Already storing and stacking. Stacking materials. Storing and stacking materials. Bricks, tiles and concrete blocks are stocked at the ground level at a height of 1.5 meter, 1 meter and 2 meters respectively. 1.5 meter, 1 meter and 2 meters respectively. Stocking of bricks. Stocking of bricks, tiles, concrete blocks, tiles, concrete blocks are stocked at ground level, limiting height at ground level, at GL, limiting height 1.5 meter, 1 meter, 1.5 meter, 1 meter and 2 meters. And 1.5 meter for bricks, tiles and concrete blocks comes under the height. Aggregates, fine aggregates and coarse aggregates. We have to use aggregates both, fine and coarse, fine, coarse. Fine are stacked clean hard surface, are stored at clean and hard surface. Clean and hard surface. There are like stacks, the size 2 meters by 2 meters by 0.5 meters. Like that. Cement should be stacked covered sheds. Cement should be stacked in covered sheds. Cement should be stocked. Cement should be stocked in the covering sheds. Not enter the moisture. Yeah. A raised platform at least 30 centimeters from walls. Raised platforms 30 centimeters from the walls. 30 centimeters from walls. 30 centimeters from walls. Not more than 12 bags height. Walls stack. Not bigger than 12 bags. Hydraulic lime should be stored in such a manner that unaffected by moisture. Hydraulic lime, is there any use in the form of lime? Hydraulic lime remains unaffected by moisture. Stored unaffected by moisture. Reinforcing bars stacked in yards away from the moisture to prevent rusting, away from the oils and lubricants. The reinforcing bars in the stored reinforcing bars reinforcing bars. Reinforcing bars should be stacked in yards. Should be stacked in yards. Stacked in yards. Away from moisture. Away from moisture. Away from moisture. Preventing rusting. And to prevent rusting. To prevent rusting. Next, materials in common use are stacked near the place of the minimum handling. The remaining materials in common use, materials in common use, materials in common use stacked near the place, stacked near the place, stacked near the place, stacked near the place of their use handling. Materials used for similar purposes storing together. Heavy items away from the trenches, soft ground and unsure support, so prevent these accidents. Heavy items, heavy items, heavy items must be stacked away from trenches. Heavy items must be stacked away from trenches, away from trenches, away from trenches. Soft ground and unsure support to prevent the accidents. Heavy items should be preferably near to the ramp or hoist. Use heavy items to be preferably kept in ramp or ramp or hoist. Ramp or hoist. Next, materials such as limes, cement and deterioratic passage of time kept on moving the earlier, issuing the earlier arrivals first. And cement to earlier first principle to be used. To prevent theft materials places under the ward. Adequate precautions against fire should be kept in the combustible. Like that, these are the various materials storing and stacking of the. These are to follow these instructions for the materials.